Okay, so this is podcast number 5, August 13, 2023. Mr. Perry has shut these off 5 times, so he's going to get 5 counts of tampering with evidence. Okay, so what I was saying that the gentleman said earlier, I guess this morning or something, right here, I guess it is. I'm trying to find the email. Everyone's so sick of this. This is it. Okay, so this guy said that Mr. Perry's imagining. He's going around telling people, "Oh, she has feelings for me. She's just too afraid to say." That's bullshit. That's his bullshit. He's bullshitting himself with that. So he didn't want to hear that, so he shut it off. My thing. He shouldn't know. The only way he could know I'm doing a podcast is peeping and hacking. Otherwise, he would know that I'm doing a podcast, or why does he care? What's it to him? What business is it of his? So, basically, what this guy is saying was said, Mr. Perry starts typing in my phone. I'm so happy, I'm so excited, and I'm like, what? You didn't get what was just said. He's not saying that's what I think. It's not what I think. In fact, that's what he's saying. You have detached yourself from reality. You are in delusion. I don't like you. I don't like you. I'm not afraid of anything but you. So, I'm trying to find where... So Mr. Perry misunderstood, is what I'm saying. Completely misconstrued what was said. He's got delusional erotomania, the guy said. He's telling himself bullshit. She still has feelings for him, but is too afraid to say. And no, he's bullshitting himself to justify what he's doing, and that's all that is what the guy said. And that he's correct. He's right. So Mr. Perry is lying to himself. He's bullshitting himself. He's telling people this. But really, the bottom line is he's trafficking me. And I think I said that. The girl at Lady Godiva's pulled me in the bathroom and said, Mr. Perry and these guys from Texas came in here and told us we have to make you like him. That's his job. The filters are gone in that he can't figure out that when you do certain things to hurt people, they're not going to like you anymore. They're not going to want you around. They're not going to like you. He just does it anyway. And then asked me, why? Why are you... Oh my God, you took everything I care about, you took everything I love. You've wrecked my car, you tried to kill me, you've sold... You are not... any normal person would know that's going to make people not like you when you do crap like that. They're not going to like you if you do it. And Mr. Perry doesn't put that together in his head. Huntington's disease, whatever. Okay, so that's what this guy's analyzing. They had a really long conversation. I didn't type the whole thing up, just part of it. About Mr. Perry's mental impairment due to his Huntington's disease. He said he's worried about him going postal. He said, I think he's dangerous. I think you need to watch him. I think he needs to get some, be in a padded cell. I think this guy is a danger. And I think he said also, he goes, this is not the first time he's done this. I can tell you right now, he's done it before. And whoever he was talking to said, yeah, she said the same thing. It's not his first rodeo. Okay, well, so that's some intel that we got in from, I'm not told exactly how they get it, but I know when my guys get pissed off, people go in on when they're off, and leaks get mad too. So we got that, and then, what is this? Yeah, check CJ. I've said before, whatever fraud you did in civil cases is part of your criminal case. I'm not going to repeat myself. You need to talk to your attorney. Quit taunting me. I went in court. Get out of my phone. So I do have the reasonable expectation of privacy in my phone, Mr. Kutzweiler. That's what we studied in my criminal law class. You have the reasonable expectation of privacy in your phone. There's kind of a lot of things that would have to be overcome for you to get in my phone, use DoorDash, to basically, try to ID me. Do we not make proper ID yet? Oh my gosh, we heard that a lot from Mr. Powell. Okay, so also, we got another one. I mean, I wasn't supposed to know there was an affidavit lied that you wanted me to sign. I wasn't supposed to know that you sold me. I wasn't supposed to know about the Houston compound. I wasn't supposed to know you have other children with your concubines. I wasn't supposed to know about Judge Parker, about Judge Egan, Judge Parker, Judge Kirkendall, but I do. I mean, other victims know this. Do other victims know this? So, once we got, after they took my money, after they interfered with my school, and it caused a delay in my student loan money. Anytime you guys get in my wallet, we get a hell of a lot more. And we've gone over that, like, repeatedly. It's like you guys just like getting caught. So we got your sex trafficking plan in great detail here. We got your sex trafficking code words. And each one of these is basically like a subject line to an email, like the McNamara email or the harassment email or whatever. Mike was drugged email. That's what those are. You're going to use the carrot and the stick owner. Well, you're the stick and the guys helping me are the carrot. I mean, we got Muffin Man when you went at my house in my car. When you guys did my school loan money, you pissed everybody off. Oh my goodness. You pissed everybody off. And so we got the information on the Houston compound. We got your conversations about Natalie Holloway. We got your conversations about let's just kidnap her. I'll turn the I'll turn the transponder off, and then they won't know where she is. Judge Parker, what are you going to do if I just disappear? What are you going to do? If they just kidnap me and I just disappear? Because that's the plan. That's what they're planning to do. We have that intel, you don't have it. So when our judge gets frustrated with you because you're being factually ignorant, he knows the danger that I'm in. He knows how bad it is, and you don't. So for you to call Chief Franklin and tell him I'm going to hold you in contempt if you don't have her pulled over or whatever. You got officers leaking to her guys. I'm not told who the leaks are. I don't know that there is anybody from TPD leaking. I'm not told that. What I can say is that for you to go into a jurisdiction where you don't have the authority to go and tell the chief of police not to protect a citizen is inappropriate. For you to call my family and tell them they can't talk to me is very inappropriate. The whole idea is I disappear and nobody reports me missing, and we've said that over and over and over and over. That is Mr. Perry's plan. They want the money. They want to deliver me to the guy who bought me and get the money and then pass it out to everybody that they have on their list that they promised it to. And so we know that. There's been police recordings obtained of them talking about it. I've got great detail. I've quoted you, Judge Parker. I'm being asked if you're a leak. So there's a lot to this situation that puts me in grave danger, and this judge that is signing off on investigatory orders for our guys know that. Our guys know that. I would be dead if it weren't for them. I would be already dead. I'd have been already trafficked. I'd have been already, I mean, what are you going to do if I disappear? So, the night that I reported to Tulsa police in the January 21st, 2016 police report, see, we have your names, Charles. Every time you contact me, we get more. You take my money, we start getting names. I don't know who Sam is. I don't know. I'm not told who your leaks are. It's inappropriate for you to even ask. You are looking to obstruct justice. Duly note that for the record, Judge Parker. I'm asked about leaks because Mr. Perry is looking, seeking, trying to obstruct justice. His questions need to be directed to Mr. Warman, his attorney. His questions to me are inappropriate, and he needs to bother someone else with those questions, and he needs to cease and desist all contact with me. I don't like it. It makes my skin crawl. I'm not interested in a romance with this man. He's disgusting. He's depraved. He's demented. And Oklahoma's sick of him. Oklahoma is just fucking sick of him. Everybody's sick of this. It's just, people have complained. I quoted the guy. I'm quoting the man. It was a gentleman, a young man, who said, I'm sick and tired of him wiping that floppy dick all over everybody. He's not just raping her, he's raping everybody. And I can see why he has leaks. We're sick of this. I'm sick of feeling raped. I'm sick of watching what she's going through. I'm sick of watching him put her through hell and her family. And if I knew who to leak to, I'd be a leak. I would be a leak if I knew who to go to. So our guys, I don't know if they followed up with him or not, or because there might be attention on it to lay low. But that is how Mr. Perry makes people feel. Vulgar as that might sound, that this is sex crime. That's how Mr. Perry makes everyone feel. He's demanding that everyone participate in some very serious, egregious criminal activity that is causing catastrophic loss to a lot of people. In a state where he does not live, was not invited, is not welcome. I don't like him. There's nothing to like. He's got something wrong with him that he can't tell that when you rip somebody's life up, keep their family from them, take their stuff away, everything they work for all their life, ruin everything they try to do, they're not going to like you anymore. So, and sell them, make a profit. Our forensic accountant tells me earlier tonight, he goes, I can't give you the totals, but I'm going to tell you as of right now, Mr. Perry owes you a butt ton of money. I mean a butt ton of it. So when we go to court for his criminal case, then that will be part of the evidence, is door dashing, dancing, any job he tried to apply for and he interfered. Now the student loan, everything that he's gotten his hands in that was not his money, that he kept you from having your money that he owes you from using your body for a profit and for entertainment, he owes you a butt ton. Our guy said they will not call you back. They know you're looking to talk to him. He's not calling you back until you give it back and get out. Because he told you in March 2020, by the way, we got all this after March 2020, you don't invade her privacy, you don't contact her or her family in any form, directly or indirectly, ever again. She'd better not be broke. And she'd better not have to ask for help. Because we know what kind of money she can make. We've known her for 30-something years. So, she's doing a hell of a job for us now. There's no excuse for that, for her to be broke. You are trying to make her destitute, so you think you can go to her and say, now you don't have anything. We made you broke. So come work for us, be an escort for us. We're going to traffic you. We're going to make money off of your body, just in a different way. And I said no. And I have that right, and you don't have the right to continue committing crime against me and coerce. And it's called deprivation of food and shelter with intent to coerce. I just went 2 days with no food. I just went 2 days with nothing to eat at all. Interference with commerce with intent to coerce. Interference with contracts. If I buy a car and I can't pay the car payment because you interfered with my money, you're going to pay for that. You paid for some of it with intel. This intel will be used to convict you in a court of law. He said, I'm going to gather intelligence, I'm going to gather evidence, and I'm going to put you away for the rest of your life. Then I'm going to remind you, you made a mess in our life, and I cleaned it up, not you. I fixed what you broke, not you. We made her happy, not you. We protected her from you for years. So the judge has no idea what my days are like. Judge Parker doesn't. Judge Egan doesn't. No, Judge Kirkendall's the only one that got it right. Looks to me like you're doing what the harassment email says. I need you to leave her alone so I can rule out provocation and entrapment. And you guys went at it harder, so we got more. When you do it anyway, we get this. When you do what he said to stop, and you fail to respond properly to a verbal command of a police officer, he's going to do his job. He's going to kick your criminal ass harder than it's ever been kicked before. So, get out of delusion. Stop bullshitting yourself. This is the evidence right here in front of you. This is what we've gathered intel-wise. When you went at my school money, we got Tim talking about kidnapping me, putting me on a plane, getting my passport made, pull her over, take a picture of her driver's license and send it to me so I can get a passport made. We got that one. Does Judy have that one? Judge Parker? No. We have it, though. Throw her on a plane, get the transponder turned off so nobody knows where we take her. Judge Parker, what are you going to do if I disappear? The night that I complained to Tulsa police about what Mr. Roberson was doing to me at Lady Godiva's, the two guys sitting with me also complained to the waitress. And one of them asked the waitress, what are you going to do? Wait till he blows her head off and then do something? I mean, that's the people, normal people, the public, the citizens, the taxpayers, all want to know that. What are you going to do? Wait till she disappears? Wait till she's dead? Maybe she's on the first 48? Then what are you going to do? Like Nicole Brown Simpson? Everybody, I watched a thing called, I think it was called Made in America. And the thing that resonated with me was the family and the friends that cried and cried and cried about what OJ did to Nicole. And all the signs they just ignored. All the flags they just blew off. And I thought, why were they not crying like that before? When they had a chance to do something and keep her alive. Where were they then? So it upset me greatly. Maybe because I'm in the situation that I'm in where it's kind of me now. And she's screaming and yelling, he's going to kill me. He's going to kill me. He's going to kill me. And everybody saw the bruises on her face. Everybody knew what he was doing to her. And everybody was just kind of ignoring it. And then next thing we know, she's got her head almost cut off by this man. That everybody saw the flags, they saw the signs, and they ignored. And now she's on all over the news with her head almost cut off. And her kids have to live their lives without their mom. And people are hurt. The law enforcement is to relieve, the job of law enforcement is to relieve suffering caused by crime, not cause it. TPD. So we ask, what has TPD done on any report that I've filed with them? Not a fucking thing. Thank God there's cops from somewhere else that got me all this. Thank God. So I think, Mr. Kunstwheeler, we're all wanting to know, being that I have the reasonable expectation of right to privacy in my phone, why don't I have the privacy in my phone? Why is DoorDash being used to get pictures of me too? And I'm quoting Mr. Powell, make proper ID. Do we know if that's her yet or not? Wow. Judge Parker, have you heard that recording? I've heard it. I can testify right here and now under oath. I swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help me God. I heard him say it. I heard the recording. Okay. Why is he asking that question? Why are Matt Powell and Charles Perry and these guys always in Oklahoma? What legitimate reason do they have to be here? Somebody said that she's in violation of Texas Penal Code, blah, blah, blah. And he goes, wait, let me stop you right there. She's not in Texas. She's in Oklahoma. She's gone to great lengths not to go to Texas. She went to great lengths to get out of Texas, and she's gone to great lengths not to go back, including sleeping in her car for 6 months. When you made her so destitute, trying to make her go back to Texas, she still wouldn't do it. She didn't eat. She didn't take a shower. She slept in her car because you did that to her to coerce and force something to her to do something she didn't want to do. There's no purposeful availment here for her. And why are you always in Oklahoma? None of you are in Texas. So I don't think Texas law applies here. Not for anybody. She lives in Oklahoma for 9 years. She's not purposefully availing herself to the state of Texas. In fact, she's going to great lengths not to. And she's the one having the loss. She's the one having the problems. Why are you here all the time? You need an alibi and you don't have one. What is it you do with your day? Tell Judge Parker what you do with your day, because you need an alibi for our case. She needs to get on the same page as our judge, because she's factually ignorant and our judge is getting aggravated with her. She doesn't need to call my family and tell them they can't talk to me. They can talk to me. That's not her place. That's not her place at all. Mr. Perry was told in March 2020. Don't contact her or her family in any form, not directly, not indirectly. Stay away from her and her family. Stay out of Oklahoma. Stay away from her and her family. And because he did not, we got all this after March 2020. And then we got more today. And I'm quoting Judge Parker. So, explain that, Mr. Perry, for the court. Explain that for the court. I've had to do 5 podcasts because you keep shutting them off, getting in my phone. So, let's see. There's all that. This is 38. We got all this after March 2020. Everything here. Those are just subject lines of the emails, Mr. Perry. The mere puffery. She can assert mere puffery, he said. Look at this. I'll get that car from her. I'll take her car away. Then she'll do what I say. Then she'll call me. Yeah. Sex trafficking. Are these code words? Yeah. Do you guys have our code words? No, you don't. We use code words. Why wouldn't we? You guys use daycare code words. We use stuff a little more sophisticated. Actually, I'll tell you one of them because we don't use it anymore. If we release information, if we share information, it's only because we want you to have it. We're gonna watch to see what you do with it, or we don't use it anymore. So we use like if I quote the Bible verse, "For God said, I will crush the strength of the wicked, and I will increase the power of the godly." That means I'm doing fine. I'm doing good. That's one of our code words. You guys use daycare code words. So there's that. And this is our shrink's predetermination. Said pretty much what the other guy said last night. Did somebody get lost in Albuquerque? Lomas and Candelaria don't intersect or something like that? Okay, so this is the sex trafficking, delivery, whatever. After you got into my money with my school loan, we got the conversations about Natalie Holloway. So we're kind of shocked. We couldn't believe it. Natalie Holloway. We all thought she was deceased, murdered. And then we hear our guys go, let's do a test here. Put something that we're going to extract her. So we put something on the internet on the Facebook about we're gonna extract her. Then we hear you guys talking about moving her. And she doesn't gone by Natalie Holloway for a long time. You think she'll remember? And I think we need to kidnap Cindy and get her on Tim's plane, and he'll turn off the transponder so nobody knows where she is. What are you going to do if I disappear, Judge Parker? It's going to be on you. Don't miss flags. Don't miss warning signs. So our guys are using civil cases to build a criminal case. So don't get in my phone and start taunting that you won court. Check CJ. No, I'm not going to check shit. You get out of my phone. It's inappropriate for you to contact me. If you have a question, go to your attorney with it. I'm not an attorney and I'm not your doctor. So the more you contact me, the more you invade my privacy and you defy what he asked you to do. Comply with the law. That's all. Comply with the law. The more we get. You get caught. It's typing in my phone all day. I'm going to get you. Here's the thing. For 10 years, you get caught. We get intel. We get the help with information. You're not. People like us. They don't like you. A man's kindness brings blessings. His cruelty will be his downfall. We're the carrot. You're the stick. Just like that. See, these are the subject lines that you see on that other thing that I said. These are subject lines. Yeah. So somebody was complaining. He's put her and her family through hell for a long time. Her family's been through hell. And the judge told her they can't talk to Cindy. Well, and the guy's mad about it. And he's like, is she still in Tulsa? Yeah, she's still in Tulsa. Good. I think she's a benefit to Tulsa. When it comes to crime fighting, look what she's doing. She's doing stuff they've never seen before. We've never seen it. This never happened. Okay, well, it's happening now. Get a grip on reality. When you're mean to people, they're not going to like you. When you break the law and you cause loss, they're not going to like you. So, I mean, I got threatened with kidnapping all damn day. I'm going to make you go. Are you? Okay, so the pullover cost me 2 days of work, Calvin. You going to pay me back for that? Huh? How much do you owe me? You're doing that. Can't go to the strip club, will kidnap me. Can't go to can't go to work. I'm just going to work. I've moved twice not to be bothered by these people, and I'm just going to work. And and I can't even, I had 2 days. I couldn't go to work and couldn't eat, by the way. Didn't eat that because of that. Calvin, how much money do you owe me for 2 days? They've got a forensic accountant added it all up. Charles owes you a butt ton. He's got your name on that list too. So, I don't know what we have to do to get through. Leave everybody alone. You're giving us stuff to get. It's so easy, it's not even fair. And why are you using DoorDash to stalk me? The harassment emails. Why are you always in Oklahoma? Give Judy Parker a record of your... There's the harassment email. Wait, use her as a test case. Look at the date on that. Yeah, this was talked about a lot in jail. A lot. They told me to get rid of my phone, so I did. I disconnected it immediately. And you tried to text from my phone, not realizing it was cut off. Nobody was around. We were in Manford. I was actually getting pulled over for a traffic something. And the phone was at home on the charger getting ready to send to Ted Hogan when these texts went out. I had my phone with me. I was texting my cousin. I got pulled over. So, it's just outrageous that you guys act like this. Paid a bill for me without being asked because he's hacking and looking at the bills, and he paid the wrong one. This guy, my counselor, Tristan's counselor, wanted $350 so he could have a joint counseling session between us. Well, why would that not be the first one I'd pay if I had the money? Yeah, this guy, his bill was in dispute. I wasn't going to pay him at all. Not right then, anyway. He calls me, I got payment. It's in the same amount as the counselor wanted. I'm like, I need a copy of that check, please. To this day, he would not send it to me. He refused. Why? What's he hiding? Yeah, okay. What's he hiding? So, there's Kirkendall. I need you to leave her alone so I can rule out entrapment and provocation. Because it looks like you're doing what the harassment email says. So, she got it right. You were. Judge Parker's not looking into the facts and telling my family don't talk to her. If somebody's trying to traffic somebody, they want them to have nothing left. No family system of support, no money, no ID, no nothing. So that they're easier to coerce into being trafficked. Mr. Perry worked it all week long. Be my escort and we can make a shit ton of money. That is not my thing. I danced off and on for 9 years, Mr. Perry, the whole time I was here. And I never did that crap. Never. Sometimes when you guys tried to make me broke, I never did that stuff. I danced, and that was it. That was all. And you know that, because you had 100 cops in there, getting lap dances from me and VIPs from me to see if I would do anything more than what I did. Anything more was she doing any of the extras? Nope. She will not. I told you no. The guys told you, and I told you, do not contact me again. Every time you pop up, it makes me want to throw up. I can't stand it. This is podcast 5 of 5. Because Mr. Perry didn't like what I said in the other 4, and he shut it off. Get the fuck out of my phone. Get the fuck out of my life. And the guys won't call you back until you do what he said. Her privacy is not to be invaded anymore. You don't contact her ever again. Not her or her family. Not in any way, shape, or form. Not directly or indirectly. Leave them alone. Control yourself. Leave them alone. And she'd better not be broke. Because if she's broke, we're going apeshit on you. Okay? We got an accountant tabulating exactly how much money you're costing her, how much money you're taking from her, how much money you are gonna owe her for using her body against her will for your entertainment and your little pretend love life and for profit. The answer is no. It's always been no. It's always going to be no. The more you try to coerce me, the more pissed off we get. Okay? Deprivation of food and shelter with intent to coerce, interference with commerce with intent to coerce, interference with contracts with intent to coerce. When I have a car payment due and I can't make it because you won't get out of my wallet, you're going to pay for that with criminal charges. And then grand larceny with intent to coerce. You're going to pay. There's going to be, you pay with intel right now. We're quoting this judge here. They got a hell of an intel system going up. Intel op going, don't you think? Yeah. You're crossing boundaries that are just sickening. Absolutely sickening. So, one thing the guy asked about, he said, Mr. Perry's questions are bizarre. They're bizarre. When you ruin somebody's life, they're not going to like you. And he's asking that question. He's asking her for help. And I'm like, yeah, I'm not going to help you. I'm not going to help you. You're not going to get help from me at all. The guys will call you and help you after you do what they told you to do. You give back what you took and you get the hell out. And they'll see what they can do. There may not be much. I don't know. That's not my call. I'm not authorized to answer your questions, Mr. Perry. I don't want to answer your questions. You have a very expensive attorney. Direct your questions to your attorney. See, Cindy says contacting me. When you contact me, we always get more evidence against you because you make everybody mad. I said stop it. I don't like it. I don't like you. I don't want anything to do with you. I've gone to great lengths to get away from you. Everybody's sick of y'all. We have no problems. We're getting the help, not you. We're quoting you, you're not quoting us. We're naming your people, you're not naming ours. That's the objective. The objective is put you away for the rest of your life so you don't bother anybody again. You don't hurt and ruin and rob and rape and kill anybody ever again. That's the objective. We're getting that objective met every day. Every day. When you contact me, when you take my money, when you invade my privacy, we always get more intel to do that. You're paying with intel. The intel is going to be used to convict you in a court of law. Just like that. Now, if you can't understand that, that's your attorney's problem, not mine. I don't have to explain shit to you. It is your attorney's job to explain this stuff to you, not mine. So, don't ask me questions and don't threaten me anymore. Stay the fuck away from me and my family. Stay the fuck away from me and my family. Why are you in Oklahoma? You need to give an account for your time. What is your alibi? Prove that you're doing anything but what we say. Prove that you're doing anything but what we say. And if it isn't law enforcement helping me, then explain who you think it is and prove that with evidence. There's no such thing as alien as shapeshifters. That's part of your delusion. Part of your delusion. Judy Parker, to the best of my knowledge, does not call Quick Trip and leak, and then Quick Trip tells me. I go into Quick Trip, get my gas and a soda, and sometimes cigarettes, and I leave. Sometimes food, and I leave. The conversations that I have with the people at Quick Trip are, how much does this cost? I pay for it and I leave. So the bizarre things that you say are, we don't even have words for that. We don't have words. We're at a loss. We're at a fucking loss. Dealing with someone who's mentally ill is not my thing. I don't know how to do it. I don't want to do it. Especially don't want to do it when it's causing me loss. Catastrophic, profound loss. Your bullshitting yourself all day has not done you any favors. It has been to your detriment that you cannot control yourself. So, we got a lot of stuff this came after March 2020. He said, don't invade Cynthia's privacy anymore. Do not contact her or her family in any form at all. Not directly, not indirectly. Stay away from them. And she's not to be broke anymore. Get your hands out of her wallet. Respect her, respect the law, or I'm going to collect a lot of evidence and intelligence, use it against you in a court of law to put you away for the rest of your life. That's the objective. Relieve suffering caused by crime. your crime. Everybody's sick of you. Judge Parker, my family can talk to me whenever they want. I'm going to talk to them whenever I want. Everybody's pretty pissed off that I came to Oklahoma to get away from Mr. Perry and be with my family, and I haven't been able to be with my family. There's a lot of powerful people that got me this right here. They're pretty upset about it. Please watch the boundaries, the legal boundaries. Watch that. Chief Franklin can keep me safe or not, but that's his choice. I live in his jurisdiction. He's the chief of police. He needs to be running TPD, not some judge in Lubbock. I've not been to Texas. I've not purposefully availed myself to the laws of Texas. I have derived no benefit at all from the state of Texas. So I haven't even derived benefit really from the state of Oklahoma. I'm deriving benefit from police from somewhere else. Because here's the thing, how things like this work, is sometimes if you're not able to do your job, somebody else will step up and do it for you. If you're not a go-to guy will show up and get it done. So thank God I know some go-to guys. They got me this. And so there's that. They got me the Fabia puzzle. So there's that. There's our disclaimer. Everybody's seen it, blah, blah, blah. This is what cops are supposed to do, TPD. Relieve suffering caused by crime, don't cause it. Nesbitt. I guess Nesbitt was supposed to pull me over. I don't know who Nesbitt is, but I think maybe one of the cops that pulled me over before was named Nesbitt. I don't have anything against Nesbitt. I have something against the person who asked Nesbitt to pull me over. So, let's just make that clear. Not all the guys that pulled me over were unpleasant. Some of them were perfectly pleasant people. So, I do know that several guys that were asked to pull me over flat out said no. One of them said, I'm not gonna, he said, they wanted to sign this affidavit. And he goes, she already knows about the affidavit. She said no. She's not signing that. That's not her words. And he goes, yeah, but she may not have a choice. And he goes, I'm a police officer. I always have a choice. And this is a bad decision. And Mr. Perry is mentally ill. And I'm not putting my name, my reputation, on the bad decision of a mentally ill man. I'm not pulling her over. Call somebody else. Call one of the stupid guys. I'm not doing it. Somebody else said, I'm going to have to go to the bathroom when she comes by here. I'm not doing it. Well, how do you know when I'm going to come by there? Oh, illegal access and use of an electronic device, because I have the reasonable expectation, Mr. Kunstweiler, of the privacy of my phone. We studied it in criminal justice college, criminal law class. I think, one of those classes, my professor's name was Chris Manning, and I believe he said that he does security for Governor Stint. A lot of our professors are from like all over the country. We had some from, LA. I had one from Arizona. We've had one from, they're from all over the country. It's online. So we have professors that are from fucking everywhere. But for criminal law, I had Chris Manning, and he said he lives in Oklahoma City, and he does security for Governor Stint. Maybe I hope that's true. I hope I'm not getting lied to by my professors as to their experience, but most of my professors, because I'm in criminal justice college, are in law enforcement. Some of them are federal, some of them are state, some of them are both, have done both. So McGirt comes up a lot in these conversations of doing assignments, because it's criminal justice school. I'm almost done with it, thankfully. Okay, so this guy right here, Pinto, is soliciting prostitution. He offered me $5,000 to sleep with Mr. Perry. He said, be creeped out by him for $5,000. The whole thing, you can listen to it on there. And you can see it. When I start making sense, he does the thing David Robertson has this habit. They interrupt you very rudely. Stop. You're saying things that make sense, and I want you to shut up because I want you to do what doesn't make sense. Right? Okay. Stop doing that. It's rude. Get some manners. Get some fucking manners. And don't butt into other people's stuff. You guys are nosy body, like nosy body Nancy's. We're like, a bunch of old fart women with no life, trying to make a profit and then cover it up. And you kill the cop. And I solved that. Just so you know, when you call all around the United States of America, every police department in the country going, did you help her by finding out Mike Neely was drugged before anybody else said it? You're making me a legend. Thank you. Appreciate it. Yeah. Okay, so we got, now it's like that woman in Tulsa. Have you heard what she's doing? She's fantastic. I wish it was us. I wish it was us. Okay, so he's offered me $5,000, and I said no. I don't do the extras. I'm not going to be your escort. I'm not going to be your bitch. I'm kicking your criminal ass harder than it's ever been kicked in your life. And you're stupid that you act like you don't know that. How many times was your crime caught before you did it to me, and how many after? Give us the fucking number. Can you still count? Put it on the record for Judge Parker. This right here, I solved this deal. You did it. I solved this case. I solved this murder. It wasn't hard. It wasn't hard at all. You guys did this. TPD, keep up with us. We're not slowing down for you. But when you just neglect your duties, dereliction of duties, is that what they call it? When you neglect your duties, often somebody else will come in and go, we're go-to guys, we'll do it. Watch this, and then you got to explain to the media, especially if I disappear. What are you going to do, Judge Parker, if I just disappeared? You got to get all the facts. Because the judge that is granting investigatory orders that let me know you're involved, that you've told my family, they can't talk to me. What? Well, in this call to Chief Franklin, we're all like, oh my God, wow. And that there's might be Natalie Holloway at a compound. And he said, is she Monique? I mean, we hear about this Monique. Who's Monique? Where's she today? Is she going by the name Monique? Who's Monique, Charles? Explain for the court who she is. The cops that got me all that, Blankenship, Desiree, Calvin, Fat Calvin, Geppetto the Witch, Lucius, Greg, Tim, Oscar, Bruce, we got from Charles, Beverly, Renee we got from Charles, Sam now we got from Charles. All those people's names, your code words and stuff like that. We, go-to guys. Go-to guys. You can be good or you can be excellent. Excellence in law enforcement is a big thing for my family. Really big thing for my family. So, we got this. So we have this whole blog that has documented the crime for a good long time. Nothing political on it at all. No one gives a fuck about Mr. Perry's little bitty political bullshit. It's all crime. The content on everything here is criminal. Criminal, documenting what you guys talked about doing to me. And then if you do it, we've got mens rea, we've got premeditation, we've got intent. We cannot wait till after you do it to say something. We got to say something before. So that way I had the information before. I told everybody before. This is not an afterthought to explain something away. I said it before. They had a meeting. They got recorded. I can testify. I heard the recording. And here's what they said specifically. And our information is very detailed and very specific. I got go-to guys helping me, TPD. I don't even call TPD. I don't need to. I don't call 911. I don't need to. Because when it comes down to it, when it really matters, these guys have my back, and you don't. They have my back, and you don't. But calling Chief Franklin to tell him he can't help me, even if he wanted to, that's inappropriate. Really inappropriate. Maybe that's why TPD does the thing, where everybody's disappointed in TPD. Because they got judges ragging on them, you can't do your job. Maybe that's why. Maybe that's why they're not doing their job. Charles, you're abusing your power in your office. If you're still in office, I don't even know. I don't care. Talk about Texas Penal Code. There's one. I think it's a part of Title 22 or something. It says you can't abuse your office in your power. You can't do it. If you do it, you go to jail. You already got I don't know. Turn my transponder off, Tam. Pull her over and get a picture of her driver's license so I can use it to make a passport to traffic her in. She's catching my crime too much, and I don't like that. I gotta get rid of this girl. Yeah, what are you gonna do if I disappear, Judge Parker? Because the judge grants investigatory orders, and have actually heard the same recordings I have, a lot of them. He's worried about it. He's really worried about it. Why aren't you? Depraved indifference to human life is a murder charge in Oklahoma. Depraved indifference to human life. It's inhumane anyway. So why am I not eating for 2 days? Because I'm worried that if I walk out of my home, something's going to happen. I can't go to the club where I used to go and make money, waitress or otherwise. What if I get kidnapped? What's Mike Reed going to do? Has Mike Reed been told to do the same thing TPD's been told? Don't help her. Don't help her. Yeah, okay. We'll see, won't we? As far as information goes, though, we get the help with that and you don't. People like us, they don't like you. A man's kindness brings blessing, his cruelty will be his downfall. The guys helping me are the carrot, you're the stick. Do you ever ask why? Ask why. People don't like your crime. They don't like it. They don't like what you're doing to me or my family. So it's upset me to hear the guy say her family's been through hell. Jesus, I'm so sorry. I tried to stay away from my family so you wouldn't put them through hell. That's exactly why I haven't talked to him. I love my family to death, but you were talking about shutting their business down, thinking they were leaks. So I stayed away from them so you couldn't make that accusation and hurt them. And you didn't have the right to do that to us, to any of us. So you're going to pay. He's going to put you away for the rest of your life. And every time you take from me, they take from you, so they can do that. Okay, you're not loved, you're not wanted, Mr. Perry, you're told on. What you get is caught every fucking day for 10 years. What day is he going to be done? See, everybody was putting pressure on my guys to hurry the fuck up because of all the suffering I'm going through and the hardships I'm going through, and people were like, y'all need to hurry up. Well, look what he's doing to her. Especially when I was sleeping in my car, it got really bad. They were really pressuring, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. And my guys were like, you're going to have to be patient. There's a whole lot more going on here than you know. And so now we hear about the compound in Houston. Now we hear about maybe Natalie Holloway's there. Now we hear about Tim and his turning off his transponder so victims can't be found. So we did get a whole... That's just over the last 30 days since you got in my wallet. You pissed off all the wrong people. So, and I'm not told how that all works, the technicalities and the semantics of it. But if they had pulled the trigger too soon, those girls might have been, and those kids might have been left there with nobody to bring food, or I don't know who brings the food and shit. They're not coming and going from that place at their own free will. They're there against their will. If you don't let them go out and get a job and go shopping and live a normal life, and that's just where they live, then they're falsely imprisoned. So that's the thing with you. It's coercion, kidnap, false imprisonment, and rape. It's rape. Because I guarantee those women are not in love with you because you're such a nice guy. It's rape. They feel like they don't have a choice. Right? Disgusting. Yuck. So we gotta document it here. I'm doing things you've never seen before. And I'll tell you what, as much shit as you put me through, there's one thing that I sit down and I thank God for every day. Thank you, God in heaven, that you have blessed me with being the one person they have said, we've not ever seen this before. They're doing things, they're catching our crime, not done before. Cynthia Ortiz, the granddaughter of Chief L.M. Hall of Roswell, New Mexico Police Department, is doing what has not been done before. Because our family believed in excellence. Not mediocre, not half-ass and shit. Do it excellent, with excellence. You be the one that caught what everybody else missed. You be the one that caught the really, really bad one. And that's our legacy. We build our legacy one day at a time. And our legacy, my granddad had a legacy and he gave it to me. And I'm going to pass it down to my kids. And then my granddaughter can live her life without you in it. And that is our legacy. Relieve suffering caused by crime. There's one job of a cop. That's all you do. You only do one thing. Relieve suffering caused by crime. That's it. Nothing else is asked of you but that. Do it to the best of your ability. Be excellent in what you do, whatever it is. And be the one they said never happened before. So when I pray every morning when I get up, I have a list of things I'm thankful for in my head. And that's the first thing on the list. Thank you, dear God in heaven, that I'm the one they say that about.